So today's video has been highly requested by many of you. I hear you, and I hope this video will answer these questions. So without further ado, what plugins I use to make some of this channel's videos. Hey, I'm Danny Rubio, the video resident here at Online Creator Studio. On this channel, we create content centered around helping you progress in your creator journey with tutorials, reviews, and breakdowns on what it's like to be a creator. Before I get into the nitty-gritty, it's important to understand that I cut and edit my videos in Final Cut Pro. Before I get into the nitty-gritty, it's important to understand that I cut or edit my videos in Final Cut Pro. Many of the plugins or title packs I use are specifically made for Final Cut, but a few are cross-platforms. It's also very important to know that these things do not make you an amazing editor. They're just another tool to help you create the things you're trying to create. With that,
let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
Let's start with where I get plugins for Final Cut, which primarily come from Motion VFX, LinoFX, and FX Factory. All of these have been places I've had a really good experience with. Motion VFX is probably the most cutting edge in the titles and products, but that does come with a more premium price tag. If you've got some more of a budget, I really suggest looking into FX Factory and LinoFX. I'll create a more in-depth breakdown on each of these services in a separate video. For now, I'd like to address the questions. First up is questions about how I do the animations of highlighting things with a box or a checkbox or whatever. And I use this LinoFX presentation title pack. I actually use this in all of the time, not only for these motion tutorials videos, but also my work at the university I work at. It's great for highlighting information, and I often pair it with their bullet point title pack to list out content or points. For those of you asking about how I get this great page roll subscribe effect, it's also in LinoFX's YouTube Essential Kit. Motion VFX and several FX Factory vendors have similar packs to this, so I would just browse around and see which one you like the best. The final one for today's video is how do I get those dope camera moves for tutorials? Well, that's done with Motion VFX's M-Cam Rig. This is a free plugin that allows you to add a 3D camera to any static content you may have in your video. This is a great plugin that showcases just how much work the team puts into their products. As you can see here in the inspector, you don't only have controls over the space of the camera or the location of the content where it's going to be added. You also have depth of field. You have special effects to give more of a stylized look for it. This plugin does take some time to get used to, but once you figure it out, it's super helpful and powerful. Now that's it. Those are the plugins you've asked me about. Let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this by smashing the like button. And while you're at it, leave a comment with your favorite plugin that you've used. It really goes a long way to help the channel. Until next time, adios.